And welcome everybody to today's exciting episode.
Dear frozen yogurt, you are the celery of desserts.
The celery of desserts.
Mm-hmm. You are the celery of desserts.
What, like the worst dessert?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, just
Fair
like
enough.
celery is probably one of the worst vegetables.
Definitely is.
And that one, ding, 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 that quote is worth 20 Josh points. So we're carrying on with the game. 20 points. There we go. First few comments I see, you get 20 points. There you go.
So you're not going to tell where it's from. They've got to decide that for themselves.
Yep.
And you will award them 20 points.
Yep. That's what they got to comment. They got to say.
Fair enough. Yeah. No. That was the rule.
It's from this. And then I'll go. Yep. You are correct. 20 points. And then I'll keep a tally.
Well, I'm not getting any points for that because I don't know what it's from. So
that is the beauty of it. That one's quite a niche one.
It is quite niche.
So, it's I don't want to give away too much. But can I tell you two things from the weekend just gone?
Go on then.
They're kind of revelations to me.
Right.
First one, Justin Bieber's new album Swag is actually really good. And I never thought I'd be a Justin Bieber fan, but his new album, it's raw, it's slightly different. It's pop, but it's not all cheery pop. There's some deeper meanings there,
right.
So it's quite good, good songwriting.
I didn't even know he was releasing a new album.
Oh, he has. He's dropped it. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. It's actually really good. Track 2 is my favourite. I believe it's called Daisies. Yeah, very good. Yeah,
it gets worse. Right.
So check it out. That's the first thing I want to say.
That's the first revelation.
The second one, I didn't realise I was as nerdy as I am. Does that make sense?
You're now a believer, so
I'm a believer, and I am more nerdier than ever. Like I've always been open about the fact that I read comic books and collect Lego and things. Like I'm quite a nerd. Now, a couple of years ago, I don't know if you remember, I sold a bunch of Pokemon cards.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I made a good profit on these Pokemon cards, enough to help pay for my wedding and buy a car. So I've done pretty well.
It was all right, yeah.
Now, the weekend just gone, the wife was away for a hen do, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to hang out with my buddy Skeptic Louis, because we had a few secret things. I'll tell you afterwards, because I can't say it on here. Okay. A few secret things that we were up to. And all of a sudden...
It is Pride Month, after all.
Yeah, it is Pride Month. Yeah. I was going to say something rude then, but I won't. So we had a few things to do. And then all of a sudden he says, I've been playing this card game that is like Magic the Gathering. So that is one of the nerdiest things out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's Star Wars. And I said, say no more, Skeptic Louis. You had me at the word star. Right. So he says he didn't even hype it up that much. He was like, I've been playing it for a while, just me and my buddy Lee, and I'm really into it. I've been watching videos on it. There's tournaments going on in Bury and in Norwich and all the surrounding areas and things. And I said, okay, all right. So he said, once we've done our little secret side mission, do you want to come back and we'll give it a go? I'll show you the game. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll give it a go. I'm hooked, man. I don't know what happened. All I know is I spent 5 hours playing basically Magic the Gathering
with Star Wars characters. Yeah.
And now I don't know how it's happened, but don't tell the wife, but I'm like £50 down on cards. And I've signed up for a tournament in like a month. So
oh, wow.
I've gone full on nerd with this thing, but I don't regret it. I absolutely love it.
Is it like trading cards that you play top trumps with, or is it?
Yeah, basically. But it's more like it's a really weird like strategic game. You have to like summon characters and like make sacrifices.
We
and
should do that. We should make a Paranormality trading card game.
Do you reckon that would work?
Yeah, we have a trading card for every episode subject that we've had.
I actually wonder if there is a kind of paranormal game out there that's kind of similar.
I wonder.
We'll have to look into
We
it.
should do that. We should do that. We should stick our name on it.
Yeah, I don't know how popular it'll be. We can give it a go though. But yeah,
Interesting. It probably cost more than we'd ever make from selling them.
yeah. But this thing that I'm doing, it's been called the new Pokemon, basically, amongst the nerd society.
Collective,
Yeah. So it's starting to blow up. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that to the table. I just wanted to have two revelations that I am a bigger nerd than I thought, and also Justin Bieber's new album is very good. So that's what I've got for today.
One of those sentences I never thought you'd say.
Yeah.
But, that's life, I suppose.
I was the first person to dismiss Justin Bieber. You
Really weren't.
Well, yeah, I was up until. To be fair, I did like the album before. That was pretty good. But I was never really fussed by like pop music. Pop music's the one genre I don't really go down.
Yeah, same.
But unfortunately, with growing older, I'm just really into finding new music. So I'm kind of like, I'll just give anything a go. I'll give jazz a go. Why not? No one likes jazz. But...
I like jazz.
Oh, Christ.
I don't
fair
like
enough.
jazz fusion. That's just when a whole bunch of musicians get together and try and play as fast as possible and try and prove to each other that they're the best musician ever. Yeah. And it all just sounds like a big mess.
That is true. Jazz is a particular taste, isn't it? I suppose.
I like nice jazz.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just discovering new music, and that was just one of them. I thought, I'll give it a go. What have I got to lose? And it surprised me. It really surprised me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Fair play.
And it's my week this week.
It is your week. What wonders have you found for us?
Well, you would have heard of it. Have you heard of the Black Knight satellite?
I have heard of the Black Knight satellite.
Well,
I think we've even mentioned it once or twice on the pod, but we've never done a whole episode on it.
Well, get your grease gun out and grease up these teats, because I'm about to get them very moist with interest. That sentence didn't make sense, but I know what I meant.
No.
And you can hear for yourself what you think about the Black Knight satellite.
Tell us all you have discovered about the Black Knight satellite.
Okay. Well, we should start off by saying that the Black Knight satellite conspiracy theory claims that a mysterious artificial object is orbiting Earth in near polar orbit, possibly of alien origin, and has been doing so for more than 13,000 years.
That is pretty much precisely what I've heard about the Black Knight satellite. The only addition that I'd like to say to that is every time they try to track it, it changes its orbit. It's never in the place they expect to find it.
That is true. That will become very clear as to why it moves so weirdly.
Okay.
While scientists and space agencies have debunked the claim many times, the Black Knight satellite myth persists in online forums and tabloid articles and amongst communities of conspiracy theorists, fueled by a jumble of unrelated space phenomena, misidentified objects, and speculative science fiction. So, do you have any idea, like, in your mind, what do you think the Black Knight is? Do you think it's like, from what you know over the years, do you think it's like an alien thing? Or?
From the pictures that I've seen of it, it doesn't look like typical like NASA technology, or even Russian technology or whatever. It doesn't look boxy and a little bit janky like what satellites do. You know?
It does look pretty cool.
It does look interesting. It's a weird shape. It's got some interesting sort of textures on it. There's no like satellite dishes or anything like that. There's any kind of communication network that we would associate with satellites, not from Earth-based launches or anything like that. So I've always been a little bit open-minded but skeptical about the Black Knight satellite.
Purely, is that mostly based on the fact it doesn't look like anything else? It's just
Yeah,
random.
I've heard theories of it being space debris, but it does look quite large for debris, and I can't imagine anything that we've
Yes.
launched that would look like it. But I've not witnessed, obviously, every piece of technology that's ever been launched out of the atmosphere.
I'm so glad you said that sentence
I
because that actually fits in
Okay,
perfectly
that's
to
cool.
everything to do with
The
it.
the other thing that my skeptical googly eyes comes out with is when you say the sentence it's supposedly been in orbit for 13,000 years.
That's just what the theorists
Yeah,
say.
I know, but like, who came up with that number?
Yeah, I know.
How did how do
Yeah.
they think that it's been in orbit for 13,000 years when records don't go back that far as to, you know, how it could have been there 13,000 years ago?
I will say some theorists say 120 years,
Right.
and that has somewhat been documented, which I'll go into. So a lot of people say 13,000 years, but then some people are like, no, that's ridiculous. It's 120 years.
Yeah, well,
So,
I always heard 13,000 years, but
yeah.
like I say, I've always been a little bit skeptical about that because how can you calculate that?
Very true. If you're not around, how do you work that out?
Considering we've only
Yeah.
been a spacefaring species for 70 years.
Yeah. Very good point. Well, in 1998, the crew of Space Shuttle mission STS-88 took a series of photographs showing a dark, twisted object orbiting Earth. UFO enthusiasts quickly claimed the object was the Black Knight satellite. However, NASA and the astronauts involved offered a more down-to-earth explanation. So what I'm going to do is, because you've already said space debris, I'm going to replace what it actually is with the word space debris, and then I will reveal what it is at the end.
Okay,
if that makes
that's
sense.
fine, yeah.
So according to astronaut Jerry Ross, the object was a blank
Space debris.
lost during a spacewalk to install insulation on the International Space Station module. There's a quote here. Jerry, one of the space debris got away from you.
Right.
STS-88 commander Robert Cabana told Ross during the spacewalk. And it soon became apparent that the blank was lost for good. The object was later catalogued by NASA, which is catalogue number 025570, and it burned up in the Earth's atmosphere a few days later. So this Black Knight satellite, if you think you know what it is, don't say anything.
No.
But this thing was spotted in 1998, and a few days later it was gone because it burnt up in the Earth's atmosphere. So I don't know how this 13,000 year, 120 year thing came about.
I don't know how to say that. I don't know whether to believe this explanation or not, because what you're saying is it's a part of it was trying to be installed onto the International Space Station when they were building it, and it
not
got
installed. It's an object to do with the space station.
To do with the space station, so it should be by rights in a similar orbit to the space station, but the space station, the ISS, is not in a polar orbit.
I think all will become clear. I think it might actually have something to do with the material in which this thing is. So much of this information has been placed on the record. Former NASA engineer James Oberg, who personally knows Ross and the person who took the photos, who was a cosmonaut, Sergei Krikalev, I think I nailed that.
You did.
Has demonstrated that these supposed images of the Black Knight actually depict a very mundane object. So why do people believe the Black Knight is an ancient alien spacecraft? The answer lies with a century-long mix of stories stretching back to the early days of radio experiments. So this is the 120-year theory. Oh, cool. I love that. When your phone tells you to take some more gay tests and things.
Oh, you're actually on the website again?
Yeah, I'm on a certain website.
Famous gay test.
Just like, It's all sorts.
If you're wondering at home, people, he still hasn't taken it.
No. And it also says up to 50% off at Adidas. So that's flashing up in my face.
Oh, why don't give everybody the code?
Yeah, we'll fight amongst yourselves. So believers often point to Nikola Tesla's 1899 experiments in Colorado Springs, where he reportedly detected repeating radio signals that he believed might have been from extraterrestrial sources.
Okay, yeah, that did happen.
In 1927, amateur radio operator Jorgen Hals in Norway observed long-delayed radio echoes, signals that return seconds after transmission. This phenomenon, which remains not fully explained, added to the growing legend of strange signals from space. Then, in 1954, newspapers published claims by retired US Air Force Major Donald Kehoe, what a great name, that the US Air Force had detected 2 artificial satellites orbiting Earth, at a time when no nation had yet launched one.
No.
These claims have never been substantiated. Further fuel was added in 1960 when Time magazine reported that the US Navy detected a dark object thought to be a Soviet spy satellite in orbit. It was later identified as a piece of the Discoverer 8 satellite, part of the Corona program. Cool, my phone's just changed again. America's first spy satellite project. So that kind of covers the 120 years, those events.
Yeah,
spaced
okay,
apart. People think that is all the Dark Knight or the Black Knight satellite.
Yeah, okay, so the signals that Nikola Tesla received, they are saying that is evidence of that it could have been the Black Knight satellite. Because it couldn't have been Earth-based. Because, like you said, we didn't launch anything into space until the 1950s.
Yep.
I think the first intercontinental rockets were by the Germans in the 40s, wasn't it? They hadn't perfected the technique. That was like Werner von Braun, who eventually went over to America to head up the space program for NASA and that. He was the guy that sort of pioneered the rockets and the space program over at NASA, but that was after the war.
I didn't know it was 40s. I thought it was like 60s.
That was when they first started, launching rockets up into the atmosphere.
It's kind of crazy. Do you know?
But it wasn't until the 50s that they actually got anything. The Russians actually got Sputnik into space, which was the first satellite.
Yeah. Do you know what year that was? Was that like 50s?
It was 50s.
Yeah.
I wanted to say 58, but it's probably a bit earlier than that. It's probably like 56, something like that.
Oh, I'll trust you on it because I haven't got anything written down here.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it would have been the latter half of the 50s.
Remember Sputnik, though, because that might come back up in a game that we're playing later.
Okay.
So the reason as well that there's, to this day, the modern... what do you call it? The modern fascination with the Black Knight satellite is all down to that one image where it's the Black Knight satellite, and then you see the globe and the blue.
Yeah.
It's actually a really cool.
It is a cool looking satellite, to be fair, but cool image.
But NASA keeps updating the photos and releasing it, so that's why people still think that it's around, but it actually hasn't been around since 1998. I
was going to say, because there is only actually a handful of photos that claim to be of the Black Knight, and there's that really, really famous one, and there's a couple of others that just, it could be anything, and it's just something in the distance.
Yeah. And this guy, I will credit him again, the photo that the most famous photo of the Black Knight satellite is Sergei Krikalev.
Krikalev, yeah, okay.
Yeah. There is also, where was it? So this is why people think that it is real, and it hasn't been debunked.
Well, because aliens obviously put it there.
Yeah, that is one option. NASA's website, they kept breaking the original links to all the photos. So people are saying that, they're trying to cover it up.
Yeah, that's
And,
natural, though. Isn't it?
I mean, it's one of those things where a lot of people don't trust NASA.
No, they don't.
But that's always been a strange thing to me because I'm not advocating for NASA. Like they could end up in another pod in the future of like corrupt companies or whatever, evil empires or whatever.
They're not going to be much of an empire after this year. The amount of budget cuts they've had.
Yeah, I don't know much about NASA. But I've never understood this idea that like flat earthers are like, oh, NASA are just lying all the time, and I'm like,
well, they wouldn't be such a big corporation if they were going to lie about the Earth being flat.
Yeah, like what are they gaining from it? And then they're like, oh, they changed the website and they edit photos and stuff, and the Earth's flat. And I'm like, do they? Yeah, I don't know if NASA would bother going through all that effort because they're not gaining anything from lying.
Then the flat earthers then obviously ignore the video footage from the live feed from the ISS that shows it going around a global planet.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah.
So yeah,
I could rant about flat earthers again, but I'm not going to. They've got
the Black Knight satellite's been around since the Earth was flat.
Yes, very true. I love that meme of the picture of all the planets being globes, and then the Earth is just flat. And
a
it's
little
like,
disc. Yeah.
This is awkward, isn't it? And it's just like, yeah, what? I just don't get it. But the 7mm photos are genuine, according to normal journalists that don't work for NASA. And
yeah, no, if you're talking about the authenticity of the photograph, yes, the photographs are obviously authentic. They show an object in the space. It's just we're questioning what that object is and what it's for.
Yeah, very true. Would you like me to reveal what the actual, like the space debris actually
Go on
is?
then, yeah. Allegedly.
It is a thermal blanket that was lost during a 1998 spacewalk.
A thermal blanket?
A thermal blanket. And if you actually zoom in on the photos, because I spent ages looking at them,
right,
I can see it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I'll see if I can find the photo. But you know, like the thermal space blankets, they had that silver like material, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like a foily sort of material, isn't it?
And the reason it was like twisting towards Earth was because of the material, and it also makes sense that it would burn up in the Earth's atmosphere because of the material of it.
Anything will.
But
eventually.
when you look at that,
yeah,
to me that does actually look like a thermal blanket now. I can kind of see it.
Woo.
Yeah, the website's a bit dodgy. It's telling me to buy some lizards from Africa or something.
But I've seen another photograph that Are they not all on there?
I don't know, somewhere.
That particular photograph does look, yes, when you zoom in on it, yes, I can see what you mean. Definitely does look like a thermal blanket.
Now, there were eyewitnesses.
But that's not the one that I was thinking of.
There's eyewitnesses from the 1998 spacewalk and written journals and, when it's like it's all recorded.
Yeah.
Apparently that is all there from 1998 to prove that it is a thermal blanket. But that's the famous photo, isn't it? That one there with the planet and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking of, yeah.
It does make some odd shapes, but then I think we don't know how space quite works. In the vacuum of space, that kind of thing.
To back up your theory, if it keeps changing shape, then a blanket in zero gravity does kind of make sense.
Yeah. That's what I think. Like, since I've heard that explanation, that makes more sense to me than a 13,000 ancient alien satellite. Because now that I've zoomed in on the pictures and things, I'm like, yeah, okay, it does make it. But it's not just NASA. It's like the people that, like the guy that took the photo, the people that worked with NASA and everything. The one guy, what was his name? Something Osberg, whatever it was. I better get it, actually. I better get his name right. It. James Oberg or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw another like interview, written statement, interview, whatever it is that he did, and he comes across as like a very honest person, and he's just But he says that he's like a no nonsense kind of guy.
Right.
So he's like, I believe in extraterrestrial life on other planets. We'd be naive to think that we are alone in the planet. But I'm telling you, this is a thermal blanket. Like,
That's fair. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've seen it, I've studied it, whatever. So when you've got an account like that from someone who was there and involved, or like involved heavily in the case of the Black Knight satellite, I'm like, I'm probably going to take his word for it over like conspiracy theorists and things like that.
I think it's a very, very sound scientific theory anyway, but the thermal blanket, accompanied with that photo that you just took. I don't think I've ever seen a photo that was quite such high definition of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. I mean, it does look cool. Like, if it was like an ancient alien kind of satellite, that's a pretty cool design.
It is
like
very cool.
The sharp edges and like the weird like beak looking thing. And it does look very, very cool. It reminds me of a Magic the Gathering character. So now I'm going to play a little game, and we're going to play. Is it a satellite or is it complete and utter? Or to have a censored version.
Did Josh make it up?
Yeah. Is it a satellite or did I make it up? Starting with...
If this is anything like your band names, it's going to be quite hard.
I guess so. We'll try. Starting with Sputnik. Is it real? Or did Josh make it up?
Definitely was real.
Okay. Explorer 1.
Ooh, Explorer 1.
Explorer 1.
That's a difficult one. Should I be writing this down? Or are you keeping a tally?
I'll just reveal the answer as soon as you say true or false, basically.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that about the first one.
Oh, Sputnik. True.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is real.
Right.
I think everyone's heard of Sputnik.
Explorer 1.
Explorer 1.
I know of a Mariner 1 and I know of a Voyager 1. I don't know of an Explorer 1. I'm going to say that's a Josh made up one.
It's true. It's real. It's a real one. Okay, Explorer 1. Ginger.
Now, I know that NASA in particular loves making acronyms for their spacecraft.
Okay.
So it could be like GINGER stands for something. I don't know what, but...
Okay.
Go on, I'll say true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Ginger. GINGA.
GA.
Ginger.
Okay, yeah.
Corona.
False.
It is true.
Oh, it's true.
I even mentioned it earlier.
Oh, did you?
In the statement from the Corona voyage. Let's go with Amazonia.
No, that one I think is yours.
No, it's true.
Really?
It's true.
No.
Yeah. Destination. To be specific, Destination 10.
Made up.
It is made up. It was Pioneer 10 and I changed it. Vanguard.
That one's possibly true.
It is true. Yeah. The Raven.
No, I reckon that one's made up.
Oh, it is made up. The Maven.
No, that one is right.
That is true.
I have heard of the Maven. Yes.
I'll do a couple more for you.
I believe it was an unsuccessful mission, the Maven.
IXWT/UZR.
What?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to say...
IXWT/GU.
Is that made up because you've seen something similar and decided to just put a bunch of
that would be
characters
telling
together, or is it a real one? Because it's not. It doesn't. It's not an acronym. It doesn't roll off the tongue as easy. But could it be something that was early in the space program and they didn't need it to be? False.
It is false. It's IXPE.
Okay.
Couple more for you.
Go on.
Capstone.
True.
True. Argo Moon.
Argo Moon. False.
It's true.
Oh, is it true? Okay.
The Ice Cube.
True.
It is true. ICubeQ.
False.
That's true.
Oh, no.
And I've got one more for you. Explorer 12. Let's finish how we started. Explorer 1 and now Explorer 12.
I'd say, because Explorer 1 was real, I reckon you've gone one past the last mission. So I'd say Explorer 11 might be real, but Explorer 12 is false.
Explorer 13 would have been doing that. Explorer 12 is real. Thank you for playing. Is it a satellite or is it a pile of... And I don't know how many you got there. I think you got quite a few right.
I got quite a few. I got, what, 4 wrong? Something like that?
Yeah, not many.
4,
not many.
5.
I just thought I'd play a little silly game because the Black Knight satellite, there wasn't that much. So there you go.
That's fair.
To sum it up, my thoughts, I actually do think it's a thermal blanket and it's been debunked. But because it's my week of doing the presentation, I would like to know your thoughts and then
My paranormality scale.
Your scale, yeah, your score.
I'd like to rate the Black Knight satellite highly because I think it's such a legendary thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to rate it highly.
I didn't actually know about the Black Knight satellite until you mentioned it a few years ago. So.
Oh, didn't you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been quite a famous one for a while now, which is why I want to give it some points. But again, even when I've looked into the Black Knight satellite, all evidence kind of points to it not really being a real thing. Like I've heard the 13,000 year theory. Always wondered who the hell and how the hell they came up with that idea that it's been this notion that it's been in orbit for 13,000 years, which is ridiculous.
It's older than Jesus, isn't it?
By quite a lot, yeah. Like 6.5 times as older.
And those stories get twisted, let alone something 13,000 years.
Yeah, exactly. And 13,000 years in orbit. Such a close orbit as well. You'd have thought that the orbit would just decay and it wouldn't be around that long anyway. Because orbits do decay, you know. So it's a hard one. I'd like to rate it high because I think it's got such a legendary sort of.
You just
got to
go with your heart.
Cool, you know.
You got to go with your heart, man.
Black Knight satellite. It does sound cool. The pictures make it look cool, but then when you actually put it into my head that it is just a thermal blanket, it's like.
But the scale is
the Matrix
what
just
you make it.
Has just fallen, you know.
The scale is how much you believe it as well as how much you like it. That's what we like about a scale. It could be interpreted in many different ways.
Okay, well, I'm gonna rate it lower than what I would like because I'd love to rate it like 7.5 or something like that because you know it sounds cool, looks cool. There's photographic evidence of it. There's obviously something there.
Yep.
But I can't because now you've put the notion that it could be a thermal blanket into my head. I can't shake it.
Yeah.
Although I still am confused as to how it would be in a polar orbit.
I think it might just be part of the theory. I'm not too sure. Because according to NASA and the people there, it literally just disappeared, floating off.
Apparently, it's not even there anymore anyway.
Not even
so
there,
it was only there for what, a matter of
literally
weeks,
few days.
A few days, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Burnt
literally, the whole thing has come from a couple of photographs.
Basically,
And the claim that it keeps changing its orbit is obviously bogus, because who the hell was tracking it?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was only there for a few days and it then burned up in the atmosphere, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna give it 4.5 because I think it sounds cool. It's been a legend for quite a few years now, as long as I can remember, and I'd love for it to actually be a thing. But I think the evidence that you've shown me does actually, it points to it being.
Yeah. It's
thermal blanket.
it's a classic like snowball theory, isn't it? It's over the years it just kind of ramps up, and you hear different parts to it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. That wasn't being said 5 years ago, but now it is, and you know.
It's funny how stories can change like that. They're like Chinese whispers or something.
Yeah. So, I agree with you. I did quite like it back in the day. I say back.
Well, when I first showed it to you, you were fascinated. I remember.
Yeah, I really liked it. I still think it looks really cool. But I'm the same man. I can't get the image of a thermal blanket out of my head.
Even though I don't think I've ever seen that photo that you just showed me.
Yeah, part of Sergio's collection of photos. There's a few on there online. To be fair, there is actually a few that he done. A lot of people think it's just like that one photo, but I think I saw like 8 different photos from that
Fair
Sergio
enough.
guy.
I've seen the other one that you showed me, but like zoomed in version of it, which is why I said I've never seen such a high definition or high resolution photo of the Black Knight. Because that other one I don't think I've ever seen. And then, like you say, you can see imprints on it, and it really does look like a thermal blanket.
That did also add to why people thought it was real, was because NASA were kind of tuning it up a bit, like making it look all nice and neat. And, you know, obviously as years go on, graphics and things get better. So it's essentially the same like collection of whatever photos, and they're just being what's the word? Like it's revamped, like.
Well, I guess because it would have been taken on a film camera, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So resolution isn't even a thing on a film camera, because I mean these days with digital cameras you get a resolution of so many megapixels. Well, back in the days you'd have had a photograph and it would have had to been scanned onto a computer for it to be an online photograph that you can view. So it would have been on how good the resolution of the scanner or whatever could upload that actual photograph, wouldn't it? Whereas if you actually looked at the film, you'd probably see a much better, more detail.
Yes.
Which is why we haven't seen that in the past, because.
And I know there's going to be people saying, "Oh, well, NASA can edit the photos and change it and manipulate it." I just want to throw out there that with the technology and stuff, we can now see World War II in colour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not lying. World War II did happen. So we can't just say that NASA are lying and producing stuff, because there's just no reason for it. If you're giving it a 4.5, I'm going to give it a 3.9.
Okay.
Because I like the name and the image of it, but it's just a thermal blanket.
I think that would give us an average of 4.2 then, wouldn't it? Which is not bad.
Yeah, I think that's fair for a thermal blanket. We played a little.
How high can you rate a thermal blanket?
Yeah. Oh well, I want to see some reviews of it first. If it's all snuggly and comfy, then it might get a higher rating.
Well, let's see if we can enter one on Amazon. The Black Knight thermal blanket.
Yeah. It's weird.
And if you want us to start selling a Black Knight thermal blanket as part of our merch range, let us know.
It's not even black either. It's silver.
No, it would be silver. Yeah.
It's weird. These shadows and things make it look black, but either way, yeah. Tell us what you think of the Black Knight satellite. Do you believe it? Was your grandma a Black Knight satellite? Let us know.
Let us know. What kind of score would the Black Knight satellite get on our trading card game?
Yes. What's your favourite type of blanket?
Would it beat a Pokemon?
Yes.
Would it beat Jigglypuff?
I think so.
Nothing beats Jigglypuff.
I don't know. Jigglypuff's kind of cute. You wouldn't want to hurt that, would you? If you can kick a Jigglypuff, then you're soulless on.
Oh, don't kick me in the Jigglypuffs.
No, definitely not.
Well, That's that then. It's a bit of a short one this week.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
but
what more is there to say?
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. If Josh couldn't find the evidence there, then it's obviously going to be a short one.
Yeah. Well, someone might have some other evidence, but I highly doubt it.
If you've got evidence, send it in. paranormality.uk@gmail.com. Or you can come and join our Discord and tell us on there.
Yeah.
Share the love.
I just don't know what else to say. I feel like I've let everyone down because it is a shorter episode. But honestly, there's just nothing there. It's a thermal blanket. I don't know what else there is to say.
Thermal blanket in orbit.
Yeah, like I went through the evidence. I went through several websites. I saw different interviews. I saw different recordings, different photos, and all of the evidence to me personally just points to thermal blanket,
which there is recorded evidence of it being from the STS mission.
Yeah. I did see a guy. I think his name is Billy Myers. He is a well-known guy on like TikTok and Instagram things.
Okay.
Really cool-looking black dude.
Not the guy that made the predictions, Billy Meyer.
Is that Billy Myers?
That was Billy Meyer.
It might be Billy something else.
Okay.
And people will know who I'm talking about because he pops up. He's a very well-known like conspiracy theorist and basically doesn't trust anyone or anything. He has debates online with people like against religion and all sorts. He's like a dude.
Sounds like Billy Myers.
Yeah, but Billy Myers wasn't a cool black dude.
No, he wasn't. No, he was Swiss. Was he? No, Switzerland, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Old white, bald guy.
He was an old white
big,
guy.
long beard.
The complete opposite of this dude, who is young, cool, and black. So
fair enough. Yeah.
But some people, I imagine a lot of people will know who I'm talking about. He pops up quite a lot where he does these debates and things. And he had a video of the Black Knight, but all of his evidence was for the Black Knight.
Right.
And he was going into more of the theory of 13,000 years, ancient aliens, and started mentioning things that don't really have anything to do with the fact that it's a thermal blanket. Like it's almost like that whole side of the evidence just didn't exist to him. So I just want to say, like, it's cool. It's a cool theory, but if there's something in your mind, like with the Black Knight satellite, where I wanted to know more, and I went into it thinking the same thing, like it is a 13,000-old alien ancient thing. I looked at evidence for like both sides
to support it and against it,
and I found very little for it. And whenever I typed in the evidence on the internet for the argument for the Black Knight satellite, I was just getting redirected to videos of this cool black dude. It's almost like he's the source of all of this thing.
Right, he's ramped it up so much that's where all the evidence points.
Yeah, he thoroughly believes in it, but just be careful and
someone's got to
take things with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
That is the Black Knight.
Well, that's it, everybody. And until next week, I've been Pirate.
I'm Josh.
This has been Paranormality UK. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta!